Okay, good morning everyone. This is Kevin Glover from the Woodyard in Heywood. Our YouTube channel is the Supersonic Sawmill ltd. Here we have Woodland Mills HM130 Max. Basically we get big logs in our yard and cut them into big slabs, and then we sell them to the public. Mostly your average Joe, just people might be wanting to make that one-off piece of furniture for themselves, or small-time businesses who are looking into making furniture, like quirky stuff for resale. I just want to make this video here today just to go over what you want to be looking for when you go to buy timber slabs. Now I'm talking like, get a log on here, nice oak log, 30-inch wide slabs cut to like 2.5-inch thickness for making dining tables, worktops, or what everyone loves at the minute is like epoxy resin tables, so maybe river tables or reverse river tables and stuff like that. And I want to tell you this so that you know what you need to be buying. When I see slabs like mine advertised by other people, they're normally always saying, I've got fresh sawn oak slabs. Now that seems brilliant, and they look brilliant because fresh sawn timber, when I've just cut it with some water on the top, looks like it's already been finished. That's what you are looking for, the colour wise and everything. But what you need to know with fresh sawn timber is that means the log's just been put on the saw. A lot of people cut them with a chainsaw mill as well, so it means the timber's just been cut. It's fresh sawn, so it's fresh sawn green timber. Green is another term used to describe fresh sawn timber, which what that means to you is that that timber is high in moisture content still. And timber, really, if you want to go away and build a table to put in your dining room, in your home where you've got central heating and stuff like that, or if you want to work on it and use epoxy on, it needs to be seasoned. So it needs to be, what you want is slabs that are air dried, fully seasoned, or kiln dried. Kiln drying or air drying should give you fully seasoned timber. And what you're going to need if you're making a dining table, or especially if you're working with epoxy stuff, most of your epoxies, I use glass cast, and that specifies on the instructions that your timber has got to be down below 15% in moisture content. So like I'm saying, a lot of people, like your average Joe, a bloody trees fell down in his yard, he knows someone who's got a chainsaw mill, he chops them up and he sticks them on Facebook Marketplace or Gumtree, or if you're in America, Craigslist or something like that, and he says, I've got these fresh sawn slabs, come and get them. And he says 50 quid or 100 quid or dollars per slab, and you think, oh great, I'll go and buy them. But if you're not, I mean, what you should do is buy a moisture meter, right? And you can go and look at whatever slabs you see advertised, regardless. I mean, if they tell you they're kiln dried, buy one of these for 15 quid, right? You can go and check them. If they're kiln dried, they've got to be down below 15%. If they say 30, the bloke is chatting bubbles, I won't swear, so he's lied to you on the advert to start with. They're sky high in moisture content, and you can't immediately use them to make furniture or use epoxy on. So buy that and then you know. But then, at least if the guy's telling you the truth, like if you come down here to my yard, I've got lads here that'll come in and they'll sell you everything that's stocked outside on the yard is green, fresh sawn timber, and they'll describe to you what that means, or they can describe it to you if you don't understand. We've also got an information sheet here. It's just basic information I've written down out of my head. It's normally the script I have to go through to explain to someone who doesn't understand the difference between green, fresh sawn, high moisture content timber and kiln dried timber, or the benefits of using either or. Do you know what I mean? The benefit of using green timber or buying green timber is that it's going to cost you half the price. So if you've got the time to buy green fresh sawn timber, which is high moisture content, this is explained here on my information sheet, and you can go and stock it in your garage or your workshop, you know, stack it and stick it with weight on top, or strap it up. You can dry it yourself. You can just use a fan to dry it. Now it's going to take a long time. It could take like 2-inch slabs. Probably if you get them in your garage and it's a good dry area and you put that fan on it, it's probably going to take 20 weeks, and that's a long time for someone who just wants to make one table. If you're coming to buy the timber, you're normally ready to do it. So here we'll tell you what's green and what's not. We'll show you the kiln dried stuff if you need it. We'll give you this information sheet. If you don't know what you're doing, you know, if you want to get into making epoxy tables, come down and talk to the lads. They'll tell you what's what. You can look at loads of really nice timber. You can take our information sheet away. It's just a help sheet, very basic, and that'll tell you what you need to know. You can go away and decide what you want to do going forward, whether you can buy green and stock it and wait, or whether you need to buy kiln dried timber and crack on with what you want to do. Or if you've done one and you're happy and you want to do a load, you can buy a bit of both. Buy the kiln, do a couple, keep the green in the corner and wait till they're ready. But buy that moisture meter, that way anything advertised, you can go and have a look, decide whether the price they're telling you is good or not. Because the thing is, most of these guys will just tell you they're fresh sawn slabs. They probably don't even know the information to tell you, but I think they should be taking the responsibility to tell you whether it's good for this or good for that. Or, do you know what I mean? I don't want to waffle. But basically, in this video, I want to be helping you buy the right type of timber for your project, so that you can come down here, you can buy a slab from me, you can go home or back to your workshop and make whatever it is you've got in your mind that you want to build, and it be a success. And then that way you can come back to my yard and you can buy something else, and you can keep doing that, and you can always succeed in what you're doing. What you don't want to do is go and buy a slab, a massive slab of timber off someone for like 200 or 300 quid, and then buy a massive slab of timber for 200 or 300 quid and it not be alright for what you're doing. Like, you make this beautiful thing and you put it in your house and it twists or warps or cracks, or like all your mates are coming round and you think you've been telling them for weeks you've been making this great table and it's bloody wobbling and you can't even put a cup down on it without it spilling everywhere, and you ripping your hair out and all your mates laughing at you and saying, yeah, what you've made is shit. So buy the right thing, succeed at what you're doing. Feel free to come down here, we'll try our best to help you. And if you want this information sheet, if you sell timber to people, I'll send you this. I'm not bothered. It's basic information. Like, everything I've learned is probably through YouTube mostly, or a couple of people that I do work with as well are really helpful to me. So I want to share what I know to help you. So if you're in America and you sell slabs to people and you'd like to provide them with that type of information, I'll just email it to you. You put your own name across the top and your own phone number. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully I've not waffled too much and my SD card hasn't deleted this video immediately like it did with the last one. We're at the Woodyard in Heywood, which is Rochdale, north of Greater Manchester in the UK. Our YouTube channel, I post this on our Facebook, our YouTube channel is the Supersonic Sawmill ltd. If you want to check that out, please do. I'll put some more videos on soon of us cutting some actual timber, and I'll show you some nice stuff rather than just a video of me stood here talking. Alright, thank you. See you later.